We are recording.
Live like a chive.
It's like your new thing. Welcome to the Dude Man Duo podcast.
Dude Man Duos.
We're back
In black.
talking about more gamer stuff.
Gamer stuff. Surprise. Who'd have thought?
We love games.
We kind of do.
Wanted to talk about a new game that's coming out. It's called Fellowship.
Yeah.
And we played a little bit of it like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yep. It's just a
Alpha
that came out for a bit.
Easy peasy.
Test run.
A weekend just came out. There's a lot of information on it. And we wanted to break it down and see what it could be turning into. When we first played the game, we loved the idea because we love Mythic Plus. Like, one of our favorite...
Yep, the Mythic Plus in World of Warcraft. It was definitely a lot of fun.
Well, to this day, it's still up there.
Some of the best memories we've had, for sure.
It might even be a top 3 of type of game that we like.
Yeah.
But the problem with World of Warcraft is the time commitment, the community, the grindiness of it. It's very monotonous and annoying, and the culture is kind of toxic.
And the biggest thing for me is that our friends can't easily get into it and play it with us without hours and hours and hours of leveling and like getting good gear so that they can, you know what I mean? Like
7,000 abilities in every class.
And it's such a beast to try to learn and get into.
It's fun, but it's hard to get into, and our friends haven't got into it. And the best part about Mythic Plus is playing with friends. Like me and Kevin, it's one of the few games where like we spam it duo all the time. Like we loved it and we got good at it. So this Fellowship, we won't talk about WoW anymore, but this Fellowship is essentially Mythic Plus, and that's it. You go in, there's no levels or anything. There's talent trees, there's gear, and then there's different difficulties of dungeons. So you start in,
I thought there were levels because if I remember correctly, you would get experience and then you could put more into your talent trees.
No, so you unlock talent trees. I don't know if that was the first one, but from all the videos, like I said, I've been watching a lot of stuff in the Fellowship, and through doing dungeons, you do a certain amount of dungeons and you unlock talent trees. So by playing the game, you unlock, there's no leveling. Everything is every power creep is based off ability and gear. So it's very gear. Apparently gear is very strong. So getting your gear maxed out is the chase. That's what increases your damage the most. There's no levels. There's just unlocking talent points and stuff like that.
So unlocking talent points is basically like levels.
Yeah, but you don't get it through XP. You get it from completing a dungeon.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can see it as a level, but there's no like level 1, 2, 3 or anything. There's just, you have a talent tree. Is you maxed out your talent tree yet? Or have you got, or you haven't?
So basically they're coining the phrase, what was it? Is a MODA or a multiplayer online dungeon?
Dungeon, I would just say simulator, but I don't know what it is.
Mods. I don't remember. There was they used a term.
Something.
They used a term.
Yeah, and it's a newer thing they're probably trying to make, which I actually agree with, because Mythic Plus is a great system, but it's in the convoluted World of Warcraft space that has a lot of problems and balance issues and everything around it. Having a Mythic Plus game allows you to create a lot of fun classes. For one, it's not World of Warcraft warrior class and in DPS specs or anything. There is tanks, DPS, and then healers. There's probably, you can do damage as a healer, Bobby builds, there's tanky or damage tanky builds, probably a lot of diversities, but you are maxing out a character and then getting gear on that character, and they have set abilities and stuff. So I'm assuming it's going to be really easy for the developers to just create new dungeons and new characters and gear, and that makes the development not as crazy.
Yep.
And they
don't have to focus.
Updating.
They don't have to focus on anything else.
Except for balance, obviously, but
yeah, I'm excited. I could see it being really cool.
Yeah.
I could also see it getting if they don't do it right, getting boring pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
Because it's all just Mythic Plus. You know what I mean? So like, I
Yeah.
really want there to be, I want the loot, and it seems like it is going to be. I want the loot to be really worth it. Like, I got this loot. And you were showing me, maybe I'll put up on the screen some of the pictures of the different like end game
gear.
outfit gears, the
Looks
way
pretty
they
sick.
looked. I'm very much motivated to get
aesthetics.
cool looking
Yeah.
gear.
And
So
I mean, the cool thing about this game is the gear that you get through playing looks good. Like I'm watching the developers stream as they're putting posts out every day right now. And they're showing like the highest end gear you get from doing the dungeons. But there's also cosmetics you can buy because it's a $25 flat fee or somewhere around there. I don't know the exact price. But I think it's going to be around there. Buy once, that's it. You have the game, and then cosmetics, which hopefully they go really cool in the cosmetics so that they're desirable. Because I mean, I like supporting the game. If I like it, being able to get them money would be great to develop more stuff.
I do hope that the cosmetics aren't gear heavy cosmetics. I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, like, it depends.
Because I could see some cool ways of like maybe like getting cosmetics for your character itself to look different. You know what I mean?
But maybe not gear.
But maybe not gear.
Yeah.
Or you could have like
But they could do transmog maybe, where you can like change your shoulder pads. Like you can buy the shoulders to match the set, look cooler.
I just really like having the coolest looking gear being the gear that you acquired through the dungeons.
I like that too, but we also talking about a game that the model is to have a cheap entry and then you continue to make money.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like you can do some cosmetics that are like, because there is mounts in the game. So maybe the mounts are cosmetics that you can buy.
There's going to be mounts.
Maybe you can get some cool effects for your skills.
Yeah,
things like that.
Skill effects would be cool. Maybe they can kind of go like down a Sea of Thieves thing where you get like the ashen thing, or like you can make your character like glow or be like more voidy.
That's a good point because you can make gear that you acquired have a cool effect on the gear, but it's still like you had to acquire that gear.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Honestly, like they could kind of do whatever. I wouldn't care because I already saw them make the gear look cool. So even if
the acquired gear
look good, not just the purchased. So if there's cool looking purchase gear and people buy it, I don't care. This is a game that I don't really care what other people look like. You kind of want your guys. So if you're satisfied with the way the game looks and you don't have to spend any money, great. If you want to buy a set 'cause it looks dope, it's a $20 game. Support the developers. I don't care. We'll see. It's more of the systems I care about. But I'm just happy that the gear looks good from looting. Yeah. So that's a cool part. I'm already satisfied there, and that just shows that that's what they want to do. They don't want the gear to look crappy.
So you were telling me, I think is a really good idea that the developers they have this system where you can mark one of the enemies, and it has the picture of your character above it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
I think is a great idea because a lot of times when you're going into Mythic Pluses. With World of Warcraft, you would still mark certain things, but you had to communicate like whose mark was what, and you still had to be like, I feel like just having like, oh, this is my guy, I'm going to interrupt this guy.
Yeah, it's huge because
I think that's a great idea.
You could tell the people who made this game were people who love Mythic Plus, and they just wanted to make a game that is Mythic Plus and better. Is it better yet? I don't know. But throughout the years, if it's successful, I can see it easily being better because all their focus is on it. So essentially what they have hotkeys to mark a target, whatever hotkey you want, you tab target or you click on them and then click the hotkey and then it puts a head on the marker. And then you have
a head being
like your character apparently.
Yeah.
Starts on there. So now everyone in your party knows that you have marked that character for your interrupt target.
Right.
And there's another hotkey that even if you're not targeting, you will automatically interrupt your targeted ability.
Yeah,
you don't
which
have
is
to,
awesome.
yeah.
Which you can do that in World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
you just have to set up your You have to set up your macros. You have to it's just tedious. You can do it. I was doing it, especially because I had certain whatever. But I love how easy it's gonna be.
Also,
sounding like
it's essentially they have DBM. Oh no, not DBM. Sorry, they have details essentially. So they have damage meters in this game. So everyone loves damage meters. If you're playing Mythic Plus, you gotta make your friends.
I really hope they have some healers that you can spec into damage as well.
You can, yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
That seems like I don't know why they wouldn't. I've seen a couple videos.
I'm gonna go
some damage.
I used to always be a DPS all the way.
But then I taught him the ways of World of Warcraft.
Then I expanded into tanking, and then I eventually expanded into healing because of your recommendation. And I think I'm gonna go hard into healing.
It's so much fun.
If they have good healers that like I like, you know what I mean? If they have some healers that I just don't jive with, then I'll probably just go something else.
Also, I think you might want to give it some time because it definitely looks like the first levels of dungeons are easy. They're getting in there, you're figuring out your abilities, and then it starts to climb pretty heavily once you get to second tier. Now you got to start paying attention. Third tier is probably gonna be really hard. You need to interrupt, and then like last tier is like dial in, don't pull things that you can't deal with. So. I think with healing, the first tier might be hard because you probably won't need to heal very much. So, just kind of get that feel of the abilities, and see if you like the rotation and the idea of it. But you probably won't start getting into how good your class is and how they can perform until a little bit later. Because the first one's just barrier of entry, get some gear, see how the dungeons are. You want to know where the packs are because you're planning your routes. They did a cool thing where they added multiple routes to get to bosses.
Oh, that's cool.
So like if you have a build that's more single target heavy, you can go and hit big mobs and less density. So you can go that way, and there's a certain route that'll benefit your team that way, or bigger mobs or bigger packs.
Wait, big mobs.
So like big HP mobs that are more dangerous. But
so you mean okay? For some reason I thought mobs was like big mobs meaning big packs, but you're not.
No. So big.
You're not talking pack size. You're just bigger monsters.
Like big monsters. Yeah. So okay. like you have a single target group, right? Like you have this builds that enhance single target. You can pick directions that affect your guys' character arcs.
The less better. AoE, more single target.
There's like 2 or 3 ways.
Wouldn't you always want to go single target because the boss is always single target?
Not necessarily, because it might be faster because it's going to be timed. So some builds might be able to blow up small AoE packs and get to the boss faster.
But then you still have to do single target on the boss.
Every class can do single target, but if you spec more into single target, you'd be better. Maybe there's a dungeon that's a harder boss, and you don't want to do hard single target and has better routes for single. But like it's just versatility. If they balance it correctly, if you have a team that's big AoE busty, and then you're still going to do single target. Like every class has single target in this game.
I'm just thinking like, yeah. If they also have some bosses that have like mobs that you have to take care of, like AoE mobs, like some boss fights, like I think that would be.
What I've seen is there's still packs of AoE monsters you have to get through. It's not like just one big mob, one other big mob. It's hey, there's a big mob that's really hard to deal with.
Big mob.
Hey, big mob. But there's also little packs in between you have to clear because you need to get 100% in order to finish it. You need 100% clear and then the boss killed and then you complete the dungeon. Mm-hmm. So it's like. You still need AoE, but if you're more single targets focused, there's different routes to make. So it's not
talking about this is getting me excited because right? I miss playing the Mythic Plus.
I know. It's so much fun.
Miss it. And there's like this part of my heart. It's a similar part of my heart that's like the RuneScape.
Yeah, it's like, a good. I love
because if you've played RuneScape, I was actually watching a Moist Critical video clip on this because he's like if you've played RuneScape at all, it like sinks its teeth into you.
It is.
It's like even if you haven't played it for years, there's still a part of you that wants to
play
it a little bit. That's also kind of like Mythic Plus for me.
It's such a fun play style. It's got the competitive elements. It's got the gameplay intensity. We don't know how difficult this is going to be. We haven't played that far. I'm just telling what I've heard and what people have said. Some people are like, oh, it looks a little too basic and too simple. It's just Mythic Plus. It's like, well, that's the idea. It's just Mythic Plusing. Am I saying you're going to be pumping hundreds of hours into it? Probably not. Maybe. If you like it enough. But are you going to play with your friends and get to that max in the season and then go play something else? New season comes out, new classes, come play new stuff. It's kind of like we like the game Sworn we talked about, like Hades. That is a simplistic game. You are going in, starting at the same level, and you're going up until you beat the boss. We did that countless times. So even if this gets old, that doesn't mean it's bad. It means you take a break, you come back when new things change. So I think this might be one of those games that we can come back to a lot when we're like a content drought for games. It feels like a good group game. I think we can get Jeremiah and Nate to play. It's a 4-man group. They have so many cool systems. Like I said, they have the DPS meters. They have heal bot built into the game. So you click the heal bots. Like you can tell whoever made this just made all the bonuses from the add-ons of WoW for Mythic Plus to this. I hope they have like a route planner for like the tank. Because as a tank in Mythic Plus, I liked planning my own routes. And you can like, if other people had it, Like you can, screen it.
It'd be great if it was just built in.
Yeah. Well, there are pings. So I saw like banners and stuff like on a tab. So you could always do like, instead of like having a build planner, the tank is good at using, pings, and you just ping the next pack with the direction. So everyone knows where you're going. If you're playing with random people, or if you're all on Discord, you say, we're going over here, follow me. I really love Mythic Plus because of the player fantasy and roles. Like as a tank, it feels good to control where the groups go. Yep. That's your job. You do cool damage, beefy pulls.
And it feels good to go in and just not die.
And if you're
interrupting, crowd controlling.
Yeah. And you have a job, but if you have a really good healer, now you can increase your job. Yep. And your healer is able to carry you, not carry you because you're bad, but carry you because you can pull more now because he's good enough. Yep. You're good enough to survive the pull enough for him to heal you. And he's good enough to keep you alive.
And if the DPS is good, you can pull even more because you're able to kill things quicker.
Yeah. Or there might be a certain max of pulling and clear. It depends on how difficult.
But if the DPS isn't on point,
it sucks.
Things aren't dying soon enough.
Interrupts aren't going out.
And your cooldowns are down, and it's like interrupts aren't going out, then it can be a real slog.
That's where the min-maxing... But I'm assuming that's only going to happen towards the end, because the beginning's very easy. Yeah. Second one's probably like, oh, you can die if you don't do mechanics and if you pull too big. Yeah. Second one, like, you need to interrupt and you need to pull efficiently. And second one, you need to do everything perfectly. That's kind of how I feel, because I think there's 4 tiers right now, and then you unlock like rewards and stuff through tiers. Higher tiers drop the legendary loot, and certain bosses drop certain pieces of the gear. That's another cool part. Every boss has a loot drop, or every dungeon has a loot drop.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
So if you want a specific piece, you spam a dungeon to get your piece, which is a fun part.
Yeah.
But it's easy to spam, and there's no keys. You don't diminish your keys by failing. You fail, you just go again with a better group. Your group sucks. You wasted 15 minutes of your time.
But you didn't waste a key.
You didn't spend 45 minutes trying to find a group and traveling there. You just teleport instantly with your group. Mm-hmm. If it works, it does. If not, it's 15 minutes. It doesn't matter. Like I said, getting the point, the loot is awesome, that you can just target farm your own loot.
I hope that the graphics kind of felt a little bit basic for me. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mind. I'm hoping that they're working more on like some of the graphics, and like it just felt a little too cartoony, a little too basic.
I like it.
A little basic.
I actually kind of like it. I feel like having graphics like this, well, for one, it's a small development team, so it's not like some crazy studio. So having this makes bugs not really existent as much. It's accessible to everybody because every computer can play it.
It just felt a little Fortnite-y with its graphics.
Oh, it's a little cartoony. It reminds me
cartoony and basic. Like
it reminds me of the RuneScape one we were playing. Similar to that. I mean, like that. That's what the graphics were similar to that.
Yeah.
Have you seen it recently?
Well, RuneScape had. Well, the RuneScape, the Dragon Wilds.
The Dragon Wilds.
About? Yeah. It was basic, but it also had like really good lighting and like.
Yeah, this one's definitely like. Yeah, I mean the aesthetic is there. It's bright. It's it's visible. You can see what's going on. I don't know. We'll have to see. I like that stuff. It doesn't bother me when your cartoony graphics. It allows the gear to look unrealistic and ridiculous, like World of Warcraft. I like that cartoony.
I like World of Warcraft's graphics. I just felt like
these are technically cleaner than World of Warcraft, in my personal opinion. Well, some of the newer stuff is good.
More basic though.
Really?
Yeah.
I think maybe either increase some stuff. Zones looked good. The ice place looked beautiful. Maybe some of the champions look kind of basic or whatever. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't judge it yet. All I'm just saying is like I hope it like. I don't know. I hope they really like up a little bit of the graphics.
They can make it sharper. Maybe get a little more. Into
I did see those photos of the gear, which looks
really sick. So I mean, right now I don't have any problems with the graphics. Maybe it gets stale. I don't know.
If the gameplay's good enough though, it's not going to be a problem. Even if I'm like, oh, it's not my favorite graphics. If they nail the gameplay, the progression, the gear, it's going to be great.
I mean, we played Sworn, and those graphics are crappy. I played that a lot.
Yeah, it's not bad graphics. It's just very stylized, which I feel like there's a difference.
Yeah, but this game is stylized in good graphics.
I feel like the style, it didn't have a lot of style. That's what I meant by basic. Is didn't feel like it was very stylized. It was just like kind of meh. I don't know.
I mean, I guess I could see the graphics are good, like clean and crisp. But I guess you're talking about the setting, like it's ice place has icicles and snow,
and the characters just kind of felt really simplistic.
Oh yeah,
like,
they might be able to change some of the way things look and give them a little bit more personality. Yeah, they might be able to do some of that. I think it's gonna be more gear based. I don't think the characters matter too much on that because I've seen some cool pieces of gear that cover your whole character. We'll see where that goes. That's not an issue for me right now, but maybe it gets that right. I'm more interested in the systems and the gameplay. But I mean, I can see what you mean.
What I could see them selling some cosmetics to change the way your character looks, so that like say you wanted to play the tank girl. Was it a girl? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think there's one of them. Yeah,
like and let's say you wanted to do a beefy male instead.
That'd be cool.
If you could buy a cosmetic that changed it to like this beefy dude.
I mean,
I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I like being able to pick your gender.
I prefer that as well.
But it's also character based, kind of like League of Legends, where you pick a character and it has a set of skills. So I mean, I get why they went that route.
Yeah, but yeah.
So
even if you weren't able to change it to gender, but if you were able to like League of Legends does with their skins, maybe it wasn't the gear, but it would still like change aspects
abilities
of
what the, like
yeah.
that. That'd be cool. Like you could get like a darkened form where like makes all of your skills like black voidy for the warrior instead of a paladin. It's like a void paladin feel, and then matches. You can have your aesthetics match. They can do stuff like that. Any kind of like extra cosmetic purchase for the development, they can go in a lot of cool directions there. I don't know what the direction is there, but I'm just excited for this game. I think it has a potential to play with the boys, and I'm hoping our friends like it because we really wanted them to play Mythic Plus, but this is an easy, accessible way to do so.
Yeah,
and
we wanted them to play Mythic Plus, but we didn't. Like, I never like expected them to because of just how hard it was to get into.
It's rough, and it's like, and a lot of the community in Mythic Plus is toxic too. People, you need to play what spec are you? You know, like if you like have good item level, or what is it, the Raider IO, like you get in. If you don't have Raider IO yet because you haven't played, then you never get invited. There's none of that.
If you make a mistake because you're human and you're not a perfect person, then they're like, you must have gotten boosted with your rating or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, they just flame you because you made one mistake.
Yeah, this one apparently they have what is it, group find. That's based off of item level and like probably how many dungeons you've successfully completed. So it kind of has a range of, depending on how many people are going to play, we'll see how accurate that is. They might just have to put you in if the player count's not big.
I just feel like it's going to be less toxic because it's
naturally going to be less toxic.
You're not wasting your keystone if you end up getting stuck with some guys that aren't as good.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be the occasional flamer where you wipe on a boss and then like no one's like, I can't do this anymore. Everyone sucks and it falls apart. But that you don't lose anything. The time's all you lose. And like I said, 15, 20 minutes a dungeon maybe.
It's not costing you gold on repairs.
Nope, no repairs.
You know what I mean? It's not costing you gold for all your consumables.
Nope. Just time.
It's just a little bit of time.
A little bit of time, that's it. And then like obviously no rewards if you don't finish it. Yeah. But I mean, that's makes it not a sour taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
People won't get as angry because of the cons aren't as bad. Like you said, you always have flamers. But there's like apparently some crafting stuff coming in, which I don't really know a lot about, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I like what they did with trinkets. So trinkets in this game are essentially utility abilities, like in World of Warcraft. So there's one that gives you and your group Shroud, like the Rogue did. That's a trinket you can get. So therefore, there's like a dungeon, let's just say, that uses that trinket. You're about to do that. You're like, let's use this trinket because like, you can skip good packs here.
That's cool.
And then there's one that gives like the Warlock portal. So let's just say you want to go over a cliff.
Sick.
Apparently there's tons of them. There's one that gives you like aspect of the pack. Everyone moves speed boosts. Like they give like those kind of utility perks on your trinkets. So hunting good trinkets is going to be good. I'm assuming they have buffs on them too.
Dude, you know how obsessed I am with getting good trinkets.
Yeah, but these ones aren't crazy damage trinkets, which I like because I don't like build defining trinkets when it comes to damage really, but I like the utility because it makes trinkets.
How many dungeons
you have, dude? The freaking what's that dungeon? The Von Samdi one where you got the
inscrutable device.
Yeah,
whatever.
the little
Von Samdi. I spammed that so many. I don't know why.
Our friendship was at question sometimes.
Dude,
I was like,
pretty much.
We would make fun of you so much because how many times you ran something.
Yep, I would make fun of myself. Yeah. As I'm doing it, I know how ridiculous it is, but I was doing it.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna go hard.
That's how obsessed I was with getting the best DPS trinket that would give me that 2% edge.
Yeah. You're going to have to watch yourself a little bit on this game, because if you get too ahead and you start, there's going to be a little bit of that in this game, I think.
Why?
Because
if I get too ahead, it'll just help the whole group, right?
Yeah, but so it won't be as bad as some other games, but it'd be like, oh, your damage is way higher, you're carrying, and then other people may not feel, like...
Oh, poor babies.
I think we had a discussion about this in your podcast and how you needed to get better. You know what you could do, though?
Oh, poor babies.
You know the best part
of your damage is not as good as mine. I'm so sorry.
Well, no, damage is fine, but I mean, like... You know what I'm talking about, though. Like, if you're playing and someone's maxed out and you're playing together and they're, like, doing all the damage and you're just getting carried.
Know.
But you know what you can do?
What?
Is you can play a different character and you can have a solo character. You can play a DPS
Boom.
or a tank as a solo character.
Can you transfer gear between characters?
Oh, yeah, you have a stash tab.
Okay.
So you can collect all your gear. You can dumb yourself down. Dude, you can sneaky do it. You can dumb yourself down. You have cool talents, but you put on your crappy gear when you play with your friends so that you're not as strong.
Or I'm like miss some of my rotation on purpose.
No, that's dumb.
But hear me out though. As a healer,
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That's true.
Because
your damage is better than our DPS and you're healing everyone.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Well, I think it'd be just good to play a different character. Like you have a character you're like leveling up with your group. Yeah. And then maybe me and you have two solo one or something.
Yeah,
the boys.
Because I also like tanking and DPS. I like
all three.
I like it all. Dude.
I want to play all of them. So like it would be cool, different characters. And then once your team gets the mid max, if you have other characters, you can mix and match. So it's like you're on the higher pinnacle stuff or the highest difficulty with your friends. You finally made it, but you want to switch a character. Now you can switch a character, switch your tank. If you're tanking, you can level up all your tanks to see which one you like better. Same with the healers. You're like, I'm gonna switch to this healer. I'm a little bored. So there's a lot of cool like stuff like that. I'm hoping they just create a lot of champions. Like, I don't know how much is going to come out. I think they had like 3 to 4 DPS. Yeah, 4 DPS. I think there's like a bruiser, an ice and fire mage, and then a rogue. And I think there was like a monk and like warrior paladin mixed tank. And then there's a priest, paladin healer, and then like a druidy healer. And I think was there another healer that came out? I'm not exactly sure. I feel like there was 3. Regardless, just like I hope they come out with a couple more for the release, and then like they just come out with new characters
because
archetypes.
That could make or break it for people. If there's no class archetype that somebody can really connect with, then they're not going to be motivated to play. I think it's going to be one of those things where it comes out with a certain amount, and they're going to keep updating and more comes out. So I mean, there's enough archetypes for me to get into it right now. The replayability might be less because I may not be super attached to something yet. But I mean, there's so many possibilities for archetypes. Like just think of League of Legends champions that are more complex, that have builds and talents. Yeah. But I mean, like you just go into classes, it just specs. They can even copy stuff for a while. They can copy hunters. There's not a hunter class in there. They can have like pet builds. That's easy. Everyone loves that. They don't have to be super unique. They can even have like a void damage guy. That's a good point. Like you don't have to
break the wheel.
You don't break the wheel. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
You can break it. You don't have to break the wheel.
Break the wheel.
Break it. Throw it down. Yeah. The archetypes.
You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You take all these classic things that other games like World of Warcraft, League of Legends, all these characters, and you just take them and you maybe switch a little bit up and then you just redo it. It's like just make it great.
I hope they do a little bit more on the League of Legends side because like. At least it looks like they're going to do. Like, there's like a fawn like druid.
I hope they do both.
Well, I mean, like...
I love the Shadow Priest. I love a good shaman healer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's shamans in League of Legends pretty much. And there's like Shadow Priests in League of Legends, essentially. Like aesthetics. Like, there are those archetypes in those games. So I want them to kind of go a little bit unique on the champion aspect, not just like a human with different armor or like, like they're making specific armor for each class so they look different. So I'm interested in how that's going to work. That might take a lot of development if every gear looks different on a different character. It's probably doable. It would just add a lot of layers. If they add new characters, then older dungeons need to have new gear models and stuff like that. But I guess if they only have like one set each season, and then like they can kind of rotate through them and make new season stuff, it probably wouldn't be as bad. So, but like it might get convoluted with too much gear. I'm interested in how they'll do that. Because I want them to have a lot of characters. Like I want them to have like 40, 50 characters in like a couple, like in like 10 years. If it's one of those games that people just go to, come back, like a League of Legends thing. You just come back for new season. Oh, they're unlocking. New dungeons are coming out. New bosses. You know, it's infinite content. You know, so it seems like a really cool baseline of a game. And I'm excited to play 4-man groups. I love 4-man groups.
It would be cool if they had down the road. I don't think they can do it initially, but if they had like 5-man dungeons and different leaderboards for different like sizes of groups, so that we could play when all the boys are on, we could play with all 5 of us.
Apparently they're working on coming out with raids. So 8-man raids. So 2 groups. So like you could do that.
But we couldn't do dungeons though still.
No. I mean like we'll see where they go in that direction. It's one of those things, it's a 4-man game, you know, if we're all on, we play something else, do a couple raids. You know, it's just the nature. A lot of games are 4-man max. League of Legends is 5. Our full group happens to be 5 people. But not everyone's always on all the time.
I wonder though, you don't change anything. You just make it, there's 2 leaderboards. There's 4-man leaderboards and 5-man leaderboards. You know what I mean?
That probably wouldn't be too hard to do. Or eventually, if people like the 5, you can do 5 instead and do 3 DPS healer. Or if you could even have more fun with it, you could do double tank. Like it'd be cool to kind of do whatever you want. I don't know if you can't. I don't know if you have to do 1 archetype.
It's a good question.
Or can you mix and match 2 tanks, a healer, and a DPS? You know, like tanks can do a lot of damage, but like splitting aggro, I don't know, could be good. I'm not sure. 3 DPS, 2 healers.
Yeah.
If they could do, I don't know. Maybe that could be something they look into. But there's a lot of possibilities for the game. It seems like something that can have easy content release fairly consistently.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be exciting. So I'm excited to play it, and it comes out.
I'm excited
next month.
Next month. So we're going to be playing it. So
yeah, we'll have some vids on Fellowship. Yeah, it looks really fun.
Yeah.
So
let us know in the comments what you guys think about Fellowship. If you have any ideas of things that would be good or things you're excited about.
Seen anything? Are you guys excited about it? Let us know what the hype's about. I'm kind of in a bubble. It looks exciting to me. I've seen a couple things, people liking it. I hope it gets more traction. I hope a lot of people see it, because I think Mythic Plus system is something a lot of people are going to click with, and a lot of people don't even know what it is. Yeah. So if you don't know what it is and it's something you might be interested in, check it out. It's going to be a cheap game, and I think it has a lot of potential. And the more people that play it, the better it's going to be.
Yeah.
So
I think $25 for a game is not bad.
Yeah, it might be 30. I don't know. I heard it's around there, but it's not going to be a full price game.
And you're not going to have a subscription.
Nope.
Which is great.
Just a one-turn purchase and then some cosmetic or in-game stuff. So I think it's looking very promising. Like I said, we'll keep you guys updated. But it looks great.
It does look good.
So next on the list. What was next on the list?
Yo, mama. Your mama's cool.
My mom's nice.
I'm just next on the list, weren't we talking about Swarny Borny?
Swarm! New update again. Swarm's coming out for the full release.
We mentioned this briefly in one of our other videos as just a mention as a game that we really enjoyed.
Honorable mention.
Yeah,
on our top 10 list of co-op games.
Top 10.
Yeah, so Sworn was a game that I found and I introduced to our friend group of guys, and we fell in love with it. Really, we popped like almost 100 out. I mean, well, maybe not everybody. I kind of
I did about 60.
You did about 60. I did about 100.
It's a simple.
It's Hades.
It's Hades, if you know what that is, but it's a fun game. Mm-hmm. It's a roguelike, right?
Yeah, roguelike tower climbing type style. You go in there, you have classes. It's very easy to unlock stuff. It doesn't take very long.
Yep.
You go in with a group of friends and you make builds. It's got a little bit of like, kind of feels like twos in a way with augments. Like you get
twos. To people that don't know what twos are.
2v2 duos.
Yeah.
You
arena.
Yeah, your build changes as you go through. And then like any roguelite, really. I mean, they're all like that. It's a fun group.
It's a fun game, and there's some progression because as you level up, you get access to more things. You got some skill trees and things that you can get. There's that fun RNG element of like getting potentially like build defining blessings from the gods. You know what I mean?
It's fun because it's a good group one. It's one of the first like actual group ones I've actually seen, and like group play is really fun. It's difficult.
They do co-op well.
Yeah, they do co-op well. It's difficult where it's not everything's a donkey stomp. You know, like the harder sovereign it gets up there, so you have like a chase of what to beat. And they're changing a lot of stuff to some blessings and some weapons.
Doing some balancing stuff, which I'm excited because we found just a broken build and then we just stuck with it. So it'd be nice to like find some other builds that really work well. And then they're adding in potions, which will be interesting. Another element, which I feel like it might be really good because like sometimes you're just getting so low on health, and then you just like you can't heal, and then you just eventually just die.
Potions apparently have little buffs to them. You can upgrade them, so like when you pop them, you get like a little like damage bonus too. Like if you're playing really defensively and you always max health, I think you can use ones to give you damage as well after you pop them. So I think there's gonna be a little bit of stuff like that, almost like a mini cooldown.
Yeah.
And there's like they have their own little talent section as well. And some weapons are getting overhauled and balanced. There wasn't a whole bunch of build diversity on the first one, or maybe there was, but the one we found was so broken that we kind of stuck with that one too much. This is the Ice Nova 1 build that it was ridiculous.
Your hands are
my hands over my face.
It kind of muffles you a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I like to rub my face.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like they're doing some good updates for it. A little bit more boss changes, some more phases, I think. But yeah, it's a very fun, simple game to play with your friends, and it's full release today, actually. So if you guys do want to check it out, I do recommend it.
It's not expensive.
It's like 10.
Was it like $10?
10, 15.
So yeah,
check it out for sure. It's fun. There's not a whole bunch to talk about it besides this main release.
You should come out with a guide. This guy's good about figuring out builds on this game.
On that game. Yeah, I mean, I've been having a hard time with the PoE figuring out some builds.
PoE is a bit complex, and sometimes you just got to look up a guide.
I'm rather good at it, or I just found a really good one. Yeah, there's a couple other ones I found that were strong. They were just harder to play. The Frost one was just so easy. So, but it's a fun game to just kind of tweak around and then get powerful. You beat it, you kind of probably you're done with the game, but it's
60 to 80 to 100 hours of fun gameplay.
Probably around there to get the Sovereign.
Yep, and you can do it solo, you can also do it co-op.
Yeah, if you're good at the game, you might be able to get it done faster because it takes like maybe 10 hours to unlock everything.
We're definitely not pros.
We're bad at video games.
So, if you're just like the golden boy and you're just a genius and really good at video games, you might be able to beat it a lot faster than
10
we
hours,
did.
10, 20 hours. But like, it's our pro gaming days are done.
Pretty much.
We're
dad gamers.
We're dad gamers.
Cheers, bro. Dad gamers.
Cheer my empty earbud. But so it's a good game. Pick it up, guys. I do recommend it.